Conor McGregor recently took a shot at fellow UFC fighter Anthony Smith on Twitter. The UFC light heavyweight addressed the complaints that the Irishman had and explained why McGregor's fury was misdirected. In a previous interview with James Lynch, Smith had flamed Conor McGregor for his comments about Khabib Nurmagomedov and his family. Conor McGregor then fired back with multiple insults, citing that the constant comments being made about him were the biggest reason behind his frequent outbursts on social media. In an interview with MMA on SiriusXM, Anthony Smith offered his 2 cents on Conor McGregor's recent tweet addressing his comments regarding the Dubliner's conduct on social media. "People are pretending like I'm going out of my way. What the fans don't realize is none of us went out of our way to talk about Conor. Be mad at the media. They keep asking the questions about Conor. It's not me going out of my way. I just answer the question that was asked." Conor McGregor has wished Paddy Pimblett luck ahead of his UFC debut in Las Vegas next month. Pimblett climbed the ranks at Cage Warriors to earn his shot in the world's biggest MMA promotion. Both Pimblett and McGregor became the Cage Warriors featherweight champion, and the Liverpool star is aiming to replicate the Irishman's success after joining the UFC. Pimblett makes his long-awaited debut in the promotion on September 4th. Ahead of the bout, McGregor sent his best wishes and reminisced about his time in Liverpool after attending the Grand National in 2017. He wrote on Twitter, "Good luck, Paddy. I was outside your house at all hours with your man with the long hair that's doing 30 years now. I forget his name," before taking a shot at former British champion Michael Bisping. "Knock knock, who's there? Not Mike. It's brews, not bevies with them," he added with a picture of an American flag, referencing an altercation between Bisping and a stranger in the United States. Pimblett responded to the Irish superstar with a promise to his fans who can't wait to see him chase UFC gold. He wrote, "Thank you, Conor. I'm coming to take over the UFC just like you did. I know who you mean. He told me about that in Glasgow. I wish you were at the right house, as I was on the party scene myself and would have come out. I'll meet you soon though, big man, 100%. Pimblett's debut will take place at the UFC Apex facility in Nevada, headlined by a middleweight fight between Darren Till and Derek Brunson. Khabib Nurmagomedov has been making the media rounds in recent weeks after signing a big $7 million deal with Guerrilla Energy. Ring girls just so happen to be among the many topics that Nurmagomedov has discussed. "Look, I don't want to offend anyone, but ring girls are the most useless people in martial arts," Nurmagomedov said during a Moscow press conference. "What is their purpose? I have a question. You can show that it's the second round on the screen. I realize that it's history, but history knows many mistakes. We read history to avoid mistakes of the past and the future. If we look into history, it says they are useless. That is my personal opinion. For example, I sit with my father. Every person has his own preferences, the culture and values. I come to fight night, sit with my father. These people are passing by and showing that it is the second round, but no one looks at the plate. I feel uncomfortable with my father. I'm not against it. If you want, you can do it. But don't impose it to me. Do it aside. There are designated places for it. I think we must not mix all of it. This is my private opinion." Jacare Souza admits he made one big mistake during his UFC run. After Souza suffered a submission loss to Andre Muniz back at UFC 262, the Brazilian was released from the promotion. He ended his UFC tenure on a 4-fight losing skid, and during that run he dropped a split decision to Jan Blachowicz. Despite his losing streak, Souza, who was also a top middleweight contender and the former Strikeforce middleweight champion, admits he should have waited for a title shot. "I don't keep overthinking things that happened in the past. I always aim at the future," Souza said in an interview with MMA Fighting. "I think that when someone keeps talking too much about that past, it's because he's afraid of the future. But I do believe I've made a mistake. People that were with me have made mistakes. For example, I could have put my foot down and said, no, we'll wait and fight when it's our turn for the belt. That didn't happen, but I can't cry about it now. If there were mistakes made, I think that's it." Since being released, Jacare Souza did retire from the sport. He does hold notable wins over Derek Brunson, Gegard Mousasi, and Chris Weidman, and he is always on the cusp of a title shot, but took another fight and then lost. With his career now over, Jacare Souza says he's proud of what he did, and he hopes his legacy holds up as someone who always went to battle. "What I've lived inside the octagon was wonderful, regardless of wins or losses. I had the opportunity to go there, work, see people cheering. I had a great time inside the octagon. I hope fans remember me as someone that has never given up, losing or winning, someone who has always fought. I hope they remember me as someone who really went to battle."